Hi BookTube, it's Stephanie. Today I'm going to share with you all the books that I got in February so that I can finally get them on my shelves. Now, now this will be the disclaimer for both February and March. And I will finish March after this one. Now, in the end of February, there's this big book sale all over Sweden, online, physical, everywhere, and it's a pretty good deal, and I was in trouble. So yeah, I was in trouble, but since most of the damage arrived in March, I will talk more about that part then. But I did some damage also in February because that was when I could go to the stores. So let's just start with the books that I got before the sale. I got these two in. So I got the House of Earth and Blood by Sarah Maas, which is a high fantasy, urban fantasy, kind of weird to describe. I really like this, and I was really pleased that I finally managed to find this cover. I've already read this last year. Then I pre-ordered House of Sky and Breath. I have not read this because this is way bigger than the other one, which is, you know, great. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. There has been mixed reactions, so we'll see. We'll see. Oh, I can, however, say one thing that I was disappointed by. Now, in the first book, love the cover, but here you have the flap on the inside, and you can see that it's like on the front is blue, red. The other one is blue. Yeah, and on the inside you have this image of Bryce, and I love it. And I love the fact that it's more like it's a statue. It has like, it's just everything about it, and also like the flowers and things like that around. And this one, so this is Hunt. It does have it, but it just looks too much like the cover. I like the difference in being like on the front it's red and then it's more like normal stone on the inside. So slightly disappointed with that, which is a pet peeve, I know. Then I got The Prison Healer by Lynette Noni. This is it's a YA in which we are following a person who is the prison healer in this prison, and she has been there basically her entire life. And what keeps her going is the messages that she gets from her family, who is working to get her out. However, one day the rebel queen arrives, who's really sick, on death's door, and she talks with Healing the Queen, and she gets a message that basically say, don't let her die, we are coming. And they have convicted the queen to participate in these trials or something like that, and she takes the queen's place. No one has ever survived them, and if she does make it, both she and the queen will get out. It does remind me of Empress of All Seasons, but I'm hoping that this is better. If nothing else, this is at least a duology, so it's not like it has to be contained within these pages. But one thing that actually intrigues me a lot is these, like, do you see those like black on the right side? These black, what are those? I have no idea what those are. And I have like quickly looked. It intrigues me. So that's books that have been on my TBR for, like, on my I want to buy them or read them for a really long time. Then we have the Illumicrate Crate for January, the first book being This Woven Kingdom by Farah Murphy. I have not actually really read anything about this. This cover though looks amazing. I love it, and I love these stenciled edges. And we are following a long lost heir to an ancient kingdom and a crown prince. Yeah, and then some kind of rebellion. I don't really want to know more, so I'm not bothering with that, sorry. The other book that we got in January was The Ivory Key by Akshaya Raman. And this is a story in which we are following a queen or something similar. I don't want to refresh my memory at the moment, but magic is running out, and to restore magic again she needs to find some kind of artifact, and to be able to do that she needs help from her siblings. And they all have their own plans for this thing. Yeah, I don't really know. It sounds fun, but I'm not in a YA mood, and I think this is YA. But yeah, this cover looks stunning. I love the fact that we have the siblings on the cover. Like, we love our siblings, but they are annoying. And in this case, it might be lethal. Now for the rest of the damage. Yeah. So I went to two different, well, I went to a couple of more, but I bought things at two places. The first one being the classic Akademibokhandeln. So the first one I got was Klassiska symboler, en uppslagsbok by Jan Sjövinsson. This is about symbols and what they mean. So classical symbols, their meaning, and things like that. So we also have the book Tower of Babel, Horn, Heart, like what, yeah, just a list book. I love list books. More books about symbols, why not? Then I got a very popular book here on BookTube, and that is Amari and the Night Brothers by B.B. Alston. This is the Swedish translation, and this follows a girl whose brothers goes missing, and then she finds something in his bedroom and she joins this society. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. We'll see what I think about it. Hopefully I will really like it. It has gotten so much hype and so many good reviews. Now for the rest of the books. Now, when I went to the science fiction bookhandel, I had a gift card for my birthday. And yes, I did get a gift card for my for Christmas. I got another one for my birthday because my sister knows I like books. I wonder how she knows that. It's not like she's my sister or anything. But yeah, so these books that I have in front of me, I think I spent 200, if even that, on this pile. And right now I'm considering if I'm missing some. If I'm missing some, they will just show up in the next part, March. That one's scary. So the first of these books that I got was The Empire's Ruin by Brian Staley. Now this is a story that takes place in the same universe as The Emperor's Blades, which is about siblings as well. I have not read those, but yes. So this takes place in the same world after that. I have not read those books, so I will probably need to read those before. But yeah, now this story takes place after that, and something is going wrong with some gates that grant them instantaneously travel across the empire, and someone is looking for a monk who might be able to save them. Or is it a monk that's looking for it? No, okay. One of the survivor, Ketrol, okay, Ketrol is something that has to do with ranks. So that person must travel to the edge of the known world through a land that warps and poisons all living things to find the nesting ground for the giant warhawks, which we can see on the cover of The Emperor's Blades. and a monk holds the secret to these gates, and time is running out. Yes. This book looks like a normal fantasy book. 400 pages, maybe 450. No, it's over 700. It does not look like... I mean, one part of me is like, ooh, good. The bottom plus is like, it's over 700 pages. It's lying. The next two I got because I got scared. Because usually science fiction bookstore don't really put things on sale unless something is being discontinued, or if there's some kind of damage on a book, then they put it out for sale just to get rid of it. These did not have any of those things, so I was like, uh-oh, if they stop having these, I will probably have a hard time finding them. It does mean, however, that I need to read the first one, and that is these two. These are book two and book 3 of the Raksura series, I think. Volume 2 Raksura series, yes. So we have the Serpent Sea and the Siren Depths. Now this takes place in a world in which we are following some like dragon people, as you can see. And in book 1, from what I remember, we are following a person who has always felt, who looks different from the other people that he lives with. And one day he finds someone who looks like him. That's it. I don't really want to remember more, so I'm not going to. But I got 2 more books in that series that I have not started yet. Now, to make things worse, and yes, it's possible, I got the 3rd and final book in a trilogy that I have not started. And in my defense, I bought the other 2 books also on these sales. And that is Servant of the Crown by Duncan Hamilton. This is book 3 in the Dragon Slayer series, or trilogy. The first one, Dragon Slayer, is about a kingdom who centuries or millennia ago had this war against the dragons. They won, all the dragons were defeated, and the orders that had to do with dragons fell more and more in disgrace. People with magic who had helped killing the dragons were all started to get killed. However, one day a dragon wakes up, and for him there has not been, no time has been passed. He just knows that his mate was killed and he wants revenge. So the people tries to find someone who can help them, but again they have killed every single person that has magic, and the person who is part of this order that might be able to kill them is a washed up drunkard. I need to read this. If nothing else, now I own all 3 other freaking books. Next we have Ash Lords by Scott Rankin. I have no idea how to pronounce that name. And this is a YA book in which we are following 3 persons. One who is a okay, I need to start that. In this story, the Ash Lords were granted the ability to make phoenix horses. Horses of fire and ash. The Ash Lords. And they ride them into battle, they ride them into hunts, and they have these very famous races. And we are following 3 persons. One who is the daughter of 2 of these has been champions in this. One who impressed the public with her abilities in alchemy, so she's like a fan favorite. It literally says that, so I guess it's kind of like modern day mixed with these ash horses. And then a son of a revolutionary, and they are 3 of 11 people who are racist in races in this, and only one can win, and it's like, who will win? I have no idea what else that means, just that apparently this is a very important race. We'll see what that means. The next one I have is because it sounded fun, and that is By Force Alone by Lavi Tidhar, and this is a retelling of the King Arthur legend. I am technically not that great of a fan of retellings of that legend, and I DNF'd Legendborn that everyone loves, so we'll see what I think about this one. However, it does say that it's satirical, so hopefully I will like it. But I'm just gonna read the blurb here. Everyone thinks they know the story of King Arthur and his Knights of the Round Table. The fact is, they don't know shit. Arthur, an over-promoted gangster. Merlin, an eldritch parasite. Excalibur, a shady deal with a watery arms dealer. Britain, a clogged sewer that Rome abandoned just as soon as it could. It sounds fun, and that's what I'm hoping that it is. So those are the 13 books that I got in February. One of which, that does not count for anything because it was to buy in something that I already read last year. It doesn't make anything better. Not to mention the fact that I got over 30 books in March. Yeah, not fun. But yeah, those are all the books that I got in February. Did you get anything in February? If you did, please tell them down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!